Hey everybody out there in YouTube land, how are you doing? I have been sick. um, I honestly I don't know what I was thinking, but I had some leftover shrimp from the Japanese restaurant, and I was looking for a snack late Sunday night, and I was like, oh, I better eat this before it goes bad. Too late. Didn't taste bad, didn't smell bad, but the next morning, oh, it was bad. um, Yeah, do yourself a favor when it comes to shrimp. Don't even get it to go box. Don't. Just don't take shrimp home. I have a friend who got shrimp food poisoning like I did, and it fucked up with his iodine level. Like he has to monitor the amount of iodine that he can intake now because of that one episode. So yeah. Um I'm better now, you know. I there's nothing that I love better than cold water. I love even if it's tap water, you know. I just love it. I just want cold, cold, cold water. And it's when I was sick, I was so thirsty, you know. And I called up my sister-in-law, and I'm like, "Do you think I should drink some ginger ale? I've been vomiting pretty much, you know, 4 or 5 times now. You know, do you think it's okay?" And she's like, "Well, if your body is gonna vomit, if your body is rejecting something, it's gonna be doing it for a while. So you might as well drink your ginger ale." And give your body something to vomit up, you know, instead of dry heaving, instead of trying to find that last little bit of bile that's coating the lining of your stomach, you know. So that's some notes for you. Don't take home shrimp, and you know, if you're gonna throw up, you're gonna throw up. So you might as well give your body something to throw up. And I think it helped. I think the ginger, I would drink like that much, and then I would take a nap. I'd wake up and oh, time to throw up again, you know. And then I'd drink about that much more, take a nap, wake up, you know. But I think over time, the ginger finally kind of got into my system, or maybe it was the carbon. I don't know, carbonated. But yeah, it eventually kind of cooled it down. Then the next day I was so weak. I hadn't had anything to eat for 24 hours, and I wasn't hungry. It's like I was hungry, but I wasn't really hungry. And so I've been sick. I've been dealing with family issues. I don't know if you know from if you've been a long time watcher of my videos. I have a sister. I have one sister. She's my older sister, and she's just awful. She's just awful. I don't know if it was the fact that I came into the world and I took away the fact that she was my parents' main focus. I don't know if it's that deep. I don't know if when I'm around, her kids want me more than they want her, and she doesn't like that, so that she feels the need to make me feel bad about myself. But for those of you who haven't been watching my videos, my dog jumped out my window, and I was going slow enough that when she fell, she got hit by my back wheel. And the whole month of August was awful for me. I didn't know what was going to happen. Turns out she had a couple surgeries. She's okay. Her face is partially paralyzed. You know, it may be permanent. Her face may be permanently paralyzed. Her ear is all mangled. You know, her ear canal was pierced. Her sinus cavity was crushed. You know, those are healing. And when I was on the phone with my sister talking to her about plans for coming home for Thanksgiving, she's like, "How's Suki?" And I'm like, "Oh, she's back to her precocious self." I mean, there was nothing that I was more worried about than getting my dog back as she used to be, personality wise. I was so afraid that she was going to be somehow forever altered, and thankfully she wasn't. But as soon as I said she's back to her precocious self, my sister is starting to make a comment about it. She's making a dig. She doesn't like my dog. Suki's a little bit of a pisser. She barks. She's got attitude. I guess she peed in her house once, you know. But she started to make a comment, and I knew she was making a comment as soon as just by the tone of her voice. And I said, I will not listen to any comments. And she starts going, and I'm talking over, I'm not listening. And I was still lighthearted about it. I was like, I'm not hearing you, blah, blah, blah. And when I put the phone back to my ear, what I received was this satisfied laugh. this satisfied laugh. She was so delighted that she got to stick a needle in me. Even if I didn't even hear the joke, the fact that she made a joke and that I knew that she made a joke delighted her. And you know, that was about a month ago. And now it's like she sticks a pin in me and then goes on with her life, and then it festers. And I build up all this anger and resentment that, you know, I don't need my sister to be clouding up my mind, because what I do is I start now picturing I'm going to be bringing my dog home for Thanksgiving. And I don't want to have any more comments. I don't want her to be doing any more of that. So I start staging these scenes in my mind. Like when she goes to hug me, I'll like hold her and say, I will not take any negative comments, you know, or say something like, you make one negative comment about Suki and I will make you so fucking sorry. And that's not me. I don't do that. I don't make people sorry, but I've got so much anger that I don't even fucking need, you know, and I'm not even going home until November, you know, and this is just the end of September. Anyway, so, and I had company in town, so I was sick. My company's gone. My sister's a bitch. It's toke time. Oh, I don't have any water in here. Hang on, I gotta go get some water. I'll be right back. I had a drink somewhere. Aha. That is Byron. That's the one cat that you'll hardly ever see in my videos. Like, you know, the cats that come and like snuggle or walk across the screen and block the view or whatever. She he's like my little baby of the family. Hang on. And he's just such a timid little cat, you know. He's just so timid. So like nobody even knows he's around half the time. All right, back to business. Wow, that burned right away, which makes me think that this is definitely not. It's definitely too hot. Okay, good little wrap. And the fucking seal on this thing broke again, so I have to like hold it down. I have a friend of mine that joked around with me about this bubbler, and it's rather phallic shaped. And so when I can't help but laugh. It's pretty funny. But hey, if you went there, that's your mind, not mine. Anyway, I'm gonna check this bowl because it seemed a little hot. No, it's all right. Hang on. That wasn't a very big one. Anyway, I'd put some music on, but this is my laptop, so I can't. Anytime I click off the photo booth, it turns the video off. So yeah, this has been about 10 minutes of me, my life, whatever. I'm going to Vegas. Group of my friends and I are going. I did the stupidest thing. I love Whose Line Is It Anyway? You can probably see I've favorited a couple on my channels. Um, on my channel, I favored a couple. And Drew Carey does his improvaganza at the MGM Grand. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's in Vegas. Hey, I'll get my girls and we'll go. And when I called to get tickets after I already booked the plane, they said, oh, he doesn't film here all the time. It's random. And I'm like, all right, we'll go. We'll have spa packages. We'll see shows. I'll gamble. Yeah, it'll be fun. Bye. Keep token.